Hey everyone, it's me! This is If We're at Nintendo. Before we start today's show, I want to thank some very special people over at patreon.com/makeusbetter. You guys make us better every single week, and so many other shows, so thank you so much. And I wanted to give a special thank you to our platinum executive producer, Mr. Corey Hicks, over at twitch.tv/chicks_18, and our gold executive producers, Mr. Mark Moody, and the guys from Quest for Pixels, Tony Baker, and Sheldon Benedict, and all of our gentlemen executive producers, Dude427, Martini Jean, Aaron Doherty, my romancing Aaron Doherty, David Ray, Jesse Armstrong, Joel Brooks, James Johnson, Dr. Doom, Tim Aulph, and my favorite not my favorite, I can't pick favorites, newest executive producer, Bobby Miller. I love you, man. Hearts to you. Also, want to give a quick thank you to our new patrons, Forward Past Thinking, and Joe After Work. Holy crap. Jason, let's start the show. Let's do the intro with the amazing your name instead of the other guys that used to pop this show in. Hi, bye.
Let's face it. As Nintendo fans, we are often left slightly disappointed and scratching our heads asking why. Where is our Super Mario Galaxy 3? Why isn't Metroid out yet? Bring back the Ice Climber, seriously, and what were you thinking with the Virtual Boy? Well, sit back as Sean Capri and
Jason Lacey
do just that. That's right, this is If We Ran Nintendo. Now, cue the music, maestro.
We're still willing to do what Nintendo. Welcome to If We Ran Nintendo episode 106. It is an amazing podcast that publishes weekly on iTunes, Google Play, everywhere you listen to podcasts on Wednesday. And if you're here live, it's Monday. It's Monday. Woo! It's time for If We Ran Nintendo. I'm Jason Lacey, and I've joined Mr. Sean Capri. Hello, sir.
I'm enjoying your energy today, man, and we're both matching in red. We look tremendous. Your beard it almost blends into the redness of your shirt.
I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing.
Oh,
today.
that was hurt. That looks like it hurts. You're being very rough with it. Yeah, go for it.
My kid pulls on all the time.
I'm sure he does.
You gotta build up the immunity. This is it's Nintendo E3 Eve, right? So
there wasn't even a mouse stirring or a creature. I don't know. I don't know those. I should probably bone up on my Christmas carols and whatnot. Can I tell you something? I need to update you on some IRL right off the top here. Oof. Something bad just happened. Okay, so we're doing the whole E3 thing this whole week, and like we're streaming as much as possible. Shout out in a second to everybody that's been helping out. And so I just want to go upstairs and be a dad for a second, hang out with the son, have some bonding time. So he's happy as a clam. He's rolling around and he's starting to walk. And all of a sudden he wants to get out the door. So I'm like, okay, come on over to the back door. But we've got these weird locks on the back of the door that lock at the top and lock at the bottom. And he's he's really interested. He's trying to lock the dogs out. He thinks these things are really funny. He's really liking levers and buttons right now. And so he's trying to pull this thing, and as he's reaching for it, he falls, and he smokes his just above his eye. And we're like, and as I'm watching him fall, I'm like, this is not going to be good. And he falls, and he has that split second of like, I think, are you okay? That wasn't your face? And then the waterworks come, and he toughens up pretty quick for what it was. And then Chelsea's like, look at his mouth, like, did he bite his tongue or something like that? And she's like, no, I think he's good. And then I look at him because I'm like, I don't think he was falling on his mouth. I think he was falling for his eyes. And I check his eye, and sure enough, just a little tick and just black, like instant swelling and everything. I'm like, grab the frozen peas, get them something, get some cold on, get the cold press.
We need ice.
I know. And she's like, he'll be fine. And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't let him fall.
So we were at our in-laws yesterday, and Aiden was coming across the floor, and they have a fireplace that has the cement hearth that sticks out just a little bit, and all of a sudden he just and it was like 8 inches from just forehead onto that thing. And then, of course, my in-laws are like, yeah, we need to get something for that, like right now. Let's go. We're going to Walmart.
It's one of those, like, because I don't want to wrap them in bubble wrap or anything like that, but at the same time, like, when he takes it, like, it's just the pointiness of it all. Like, corners especially kind of just, like, they get me a little bit. Hashtag
we need to call out into the chat that Luke Lohr is here, and he's here to talk about Starlink. And it's a very unimpressed smiley face emoji.
Oh, man, no way.
I think we have heavy sarcasm following that.
That's fair enough. And I mean, we're gonna be a little all over the place tonight. It's pre-3. We're not gonna have reactions to it, but I'm sure on Nintendo Shack, you guys will be all over that.
Yeah, shameless plug. We will have a live stream, of course, for the event, and then tomorrow, Wednesday night. So we'll give a day for Treehouse to simmer, and then we'll do a reaction podcast Wednesday evening. So
nice, man. I can't wait for that. Yeah. I was thinking, like, how could we do, like, you know, now that you're on both shows, that has to be, it's news and reviews and analytics all there. Us on this show, we're just making crap up.
Hey, it really feeds into my podcasting skill, making crap up.
You can do whatever. No, actually, your skill is just being a chameleon. You can be on any show, and you can be talking about beer one time. You can be talking about cars with Lucas. You can be in a shack with Donnie and Carol. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Hey, you know. Hey, thank you. I try. I have a very strong supporting cast that they're like picking me up on their shoulders into glory. Because I can't do it alone. Can't do it alone.
If we ran Nintendo, would we have partnered with Ubisoft again for this Starlink Star Fox thing?
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet, man. It's pretty good.
Hey, let's face it. What did I say before you got the show? I was like, Sean, kind of want to buy Starlink.
Me too. Like, you can actually watch, and that's probably like Ubisoft would be really good to go across all of the reaction videos, like all of them, and just watch people go like, I don't know, and then Star Fox comes on like, oh, hang on a second.
Well, there was like, I miss anything after work, and then there was a Discord chat just mentioning Star Fox and Starlink, and I think I saw a headline for that earlier. I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, oh, let's Google it, pull up the trailer, and then all I had to hear was
yes. I was like, oh! I know. I was almost embarrassed for other people not knowing. Like, Joseph, come on, man, you got to get on. Like, it was instant for me. I'm like, holy, what was that? It was
I want to see a live stream reaction from Jams or Paddy Wagon for that.
Oh, I know, man. Jams is hilarious. Shout out to Jams really quickly, because he noticed the Just Dance announcement has like PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PC, Wii U, and the Wii. So he's on a quest.
His collection's not complete yet.
He won't be done until at least October, man. That's awesome. I love Jams. Oh, man. I wish he was family.
Well, since we've already headed that direction, how about we do some shout-outs?
Oh, man. Okay. Geek Outs. Oh, Geeking Out about Geek Out E3, of course. Geek3 out. Shout-outs. I'm gonna give a first shout-out, if you don't mind. I'll just run through. Please. Mr. Joseph Moran, Mr. Badbit himself. Him and I had a really nice chat while I was on vacation. I went off, like, we just had a good vent sesh, both of us. So it was very nice. Just like we had creative mind just coming together and just talking about some stuff. And I really appreciate that we have a lot. I think we all have a lot of people like that in this community. We can just like call them up and go like, I'm having a day. And so I wanted to give a shout out to Joseph. And now all of a sudden E3 is here and everybody's killing it. Donnie, PSVG, you guys are just like, everybody's just doing great stuff in the E3 business. So I wanted to give a shout out to Joe and to Donnie. And also very, very quickly, Tim Aulph. Just crushing it over at patreon.com/makeusbetter. He kept adding topics. Like, I need to add another post to the page to say, like, please, people, like,
but he keeps you said crushing his bank account, but now
crushing his wallet.
Crushing topics. Even better.
He is. He's also being very supportive, but in all of the ways. He's listening. He's patroning. He's an amazing patron. What can I say? So thank you, Tim. So that's it for me. I feel like people have been very supportive lately, coming into the streams and everything. But yeah. I'll keep it brief. I'll try to keep it brief.
Oh, good. Well, we got to move on to the clip here. We're under tight restrictions.
We're going to turn into the Nintendo PlayStation podcast because the Sony E3 conference is right after this.
Oh, God, anything but that.
I was so jealous. We passed by a restaurant called the British Bobby restaurant on Vancouver Island. I'm like, that's Toby, a Bobby. Oh, man, it was so good.
Oh, I love it. Well, mine real quick. I got to give a shout out to the Battle of the Beer crew because we started filming season 3 this past weekend. So we added a new crew member to the set, which is, I don't know how you do that when we don't pay the crew as it is, but they're like, yeah, I'll come on and help out.
Dude, it's beer. We
can give you here. Have our backwashed beer samples. Here you go.
Oh, God.
I drank of that. No, we have extras. We have extras. It's always a fun time, and then each time I do it, I'm like, how are we making this? Because I feel like this should just be a terrible thing, but then I get done, I'm like, wow, this is actually like, this is good.
You guys were off to a really good start as soon as you started having seasons. That's the thing that we're missing on this show. We needed seasons. Like that's next level, dude. You don't just like
to be able to step away and just go, I'm done for a bit. Oh, I feel so good.
That's a good point, man. I was even just thinking because it sounds legit for you guys to be able to put out box sets later. Of course, you have to bundle season 1 and 2 because like it's sort of like your pilot season. Like it never works out season 1 as a box set on its own. I'll help you design the box. Actually, there's probably way better people than me for that. Get Carol to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then I have to give a shout out to my wife. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do all this crap that I do every week. Lets me. She deals with the kid all week long, and then I'm like, well, I know Aiden's been stressful. It's been a tough week, but I'm gonna go drink beer now with my friends for 5 hours. So see ya. Yeah. Or hey, I do 3 podcasts a week. See ya.
I know, right?
So and if it wasn't for and I think anyone that does that's a content creator has someone that's supportive in there that allows them to. I shouldn't say allows them, but helps channel that creativity, helps hold them up. Because we all have the days when we're just like everything I make sucks. And it's good to have that support system to help do these things.
It feels weird to say allow, but it really is that. And that's, I kind of want to bring it up because I think that's okay. Like, it sounds like, well, my wife's a bitch because she doesn't allow me to do, or like, it's usually the other way, like somebody would call somebody else
permission.
Oh, your wife is the worst. I can't believe she would hold the, like, no, you guys, like, we're all in this together. And it is. And a lot of times, like, I think that I asked like 3 times, for today. I'm like, are you sure? Like, I want you to like visualize this. Like, we have it in the Google Calendar and like all the blocks that appear of like the Squaresoft, the Ubisoft, the Nintendo, this, and then Sony. I'm like, I want you to be like, do you want? Should we write this down? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. She's like, I'm like, sure. She's just, sure. So yes, to all the wives.
It's all about shared calendars too. You gotta have the shared.
Oh my god, I know that's our lives now. That's like it's a turning point in every relationship when you realize that shared calendars are a real thing, and if you don't put things in the calendar, like things are gonna get a little messy. So shout out to the wives and shout out to the people in the chat. Luke Lohr, you mentioned Donnie Reese. And that's and Jason Lacey's here.
And
Jason,
I'm here too.
There's other people here, and that's okay if you guys want to just lurk. Thumbs up on the video would be very appreciative. And
they're like, oh, God, has PlayStation started yet? No, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do their pre-show pretty soon here. So yeah.
Well, maybe we do some little what you playing sponsored by Flux to post.
Okay, go.
Thank you, Wonderman. Wolverine.
That was a Nintendo game. It was a little short. Did you get to pick up any games? Have you been able to revive?
Friday night I had some time. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play stuff, and then I got down here and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna play, and I just stare at my screen. But I think I actually, Jams was streaming. I think this time he was streaming Mega Man. So I was watching Mega Man 3, and he was getting very mad at Mega Man 3.
Is he doing them in order? Because I know he says every time he streams, he goes, "I'm playing all the Mega Man." So he's only made it to 3.
Yeah, he was really he might have been past that at this point, but he was hating it. He was hating it so much when I was talking to him. So I was watching that, and I was like, oh, I think I fired up Brawl out a little bit just to toy around with that. But I did play some more Hyrule Warriors. Just chipping away at the adventure mode because you can just hop in and play a few maps and hop out pretty easily. And I couldn't nothing. It's like one of those days when nothing was sticking. But good thing the golf tournament's still going. But not many people. I will say we had an all-time low. We only had 4 people post scores this past tournament.
I don't even think I posted my score.
Everyone hates that underwater course.
It's no good. Oh, is it just me, or can you not see the trajectory of your ball? Like, does it?
Yeah, that was Donnie had that turned off this week.
What the shit, man? I thought it was because it was the underwater. I did not enjoy that at all. Like,
I think maybe either the underwater course doesn't allow that, or Donnie had it turned off. I just blame Donnie because that's what we do in PSVG. It's always Donnie's fault.
That's so mean. That's a lot of people to blame one person. Like, it's a lot of. It's like a tidal wave of shit coming at you.
I just want to say that I won, so I mean, no big deal, nothing new here.
I want to point out that I'm doing something weird that like they always do on talk shows, but like they drink water out of a coffee mug. Because I really wanted to have a Mario cup, and I don't have any like just regular cups. But I didn't want to caffeinate. I wanted a glass of water. So I just thought I'd point that out for you.
I wanted a beer, but here I am with water. Water.
So I guess I could have done that. That probably would have been good.
Yeah, but look at I have like this ridiculously oversized bottle, so whenever I'm drinking, it's like.
Yeah, and then you got to do the whole thing, and maybe you get a little shaky. I
spill it all over myself, and it's just bad.
Yeah, right up in the beard.
And this is 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I just bought effing DLC for a 4-year-old game on the 3DS because of this stupid golf. I just spent $15 on Mario Golf.
Yeah, man, I did the same. 20, and that's the thing. Like, if we got a 4 or 5 week low on how many people are posting scores, guys, we got to bring it up because I didn't spend $20 for nothing.
That's right, Donnie. I think Donnie's getting commission from the eShop somehow. It's possible.
Maybe just a pride commission. Maybe he just cashes that in at the bank.
Well, I know. Let's see. Single-handedly, him and Stapleton have gotten how many purchases of this game that people had never owned it before. Myself, Falcon? Didn't Falcon pick it up?
I'm sure Joel. I'm sure he did.
Joel picked it up.
I think did Calla have the DLC before?
I don't think so. You got the DLC. I got the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I misread the warning too. That's I've had it for a couple weeks because I thought it was imminent, but it definitely was not. So I've been ready for a little bit. So Donnie says he's been championing this game since 2013. I don't doubt that, dude. This is This is just me though. This is my problem. As much as I'd love to be able to play games and get excited right as soon as they come out, every now and then, or for the majority of the times, they don't land at the right time for me. So it takes a little while. That's like for music. That's for quite a lot of things where I come to appreciate them a little bit later, which is weird that I'm in this space. Why am I commenting on stuff?
Maybe we'll get a surprise Mario Golf Switch announcement tomorrow.
Dude, that would be absolutely incredible. I can't wait. This whole the E3 has been so great. So many good announcements. So much fun to talk about it. And everybody's really excited. I think mostly positive energy out there.
I think there's been something for everybody so far, which is good. It's nice that everyone's had something to be excited about. So that's always good to see. And that's it for me. That's all the games.
All the games. I'm still playing away at the SteamWorld Dig 2. I did not touch Bloodstained again. However, I have been hearing more and more about it. I think who the heck was talking about? Was there somebody on PSVG, the network, talking about this game, I feel, and giving a little bit more insight because, maybe it was Player One Podcast, I think, was talking about it as well. And things that I just don't know about Castlevania. I think I may have killed somebody. I think you're supposed to get 4 characters in this, and I think I might have killed somebody back. And it was so I wouldn't even have known that was supposed to be somebody I could recruit. Just because I was just going through it. So I'm gonna try and go back to it if I can. But there's so many new announcements, so many new betas and everything coming out. So we'll see, man.
Now you got to play your Fallout Shelter on your Switch. You got to play your Fortnite on the Switch here probably tomorrow. You got to play your Paladins on the Switch.
Yeah, let's do Paladins, man. Definitely.
Dude, I played it on PC. I think it's a fun game. Especially the Switch doesn't have a game like that. So I mean, we don't have voice chat, but we have Discord, we have Play, so plenty of ways around that. I think it's gonna be fun.
We're really just okay with the no voice chat. I think we all have our communities. We all know who. I mean, yes, it's one extra step, but it's fine. It's easy to make fun of. It's always like a slam in your back pocket. If you ever wanted to make fun of Nintendo, you could just pull that out. Just like I still can't change my name on PlayStation. So I refuse to play Paladins over there because I don't want people to get healed by Awesome Schlong. Just put my stream on them.
If you're going to get healed by something magical, it might as well be an Awesome Schlong.
That's true. That's true. It's just automatic, really. So that's it, man. I want to play some. I gotta troll a little bit the sales over on the Switch. I want something new.
Paddy Wagon trailer reaction, filmed, confirmed. Yes, we were just talking about it. We were hoping so. Can't wait.
I'm so glad Paddy Wagon's back. Gosh, I'm gonna be watching your stream tomorrow, my friend. I mean, I have to go to work tomorrow. Today I took a personal day.
Me too.
I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Oh, I see where your allegiance lies. I see.
It just made more sense on the Monday. That's all it was.
It's true.
Monday was a much easier day to call.
I'm talking crap, and I'll be at work too. So don't worry about it. Because if I was at home, I'd be with the kid. So.
Very, very
responsible
nice.
dad. Well, since we've dingle dangled through a good chunk of air, shall we do the Todd Oxtra justice and gave him a little timeout for topics.
We certainly can do that. Yes, Todd, just relax. We're here. The topics are coming. This is the name of the titular section of the show. If we ran Nintendo, why don't we start? With it? This is something that you came up with a little, basically when you signed the contract.
Yeah, it was something I had kicking around, and I was like, oh, I'm going to contribute. I got all these topics lined up. We're going to get them into the show, and I'm already at the last one, and it's been this is my 4th episode already.
No, this is good. So I think I want to get your worries rested here, because E3 is about to happen. There's a lot that can be discussed in both like a review of what happened, but also like what would we do differently, and all new games that are coming. Like I have no doubt that we will. I like linking. If we ran Nintendo topics to stuff that's a little topical as well, which we'll get into in their second topic. That's no problem. We don't have to systemically rebuild Nintendo. And this goes back to one of the topics that Tim brought up on the Patreon post about is it time to turn the tide and change ship and like basically fire everybody. Like, should Bill Trinen still be around? Should Miyamoto still be around? And that was actually, it's great that he brought that up, and we could tackle that. But I wanted to let Tim know here before we actually dive into that real topic. That was one of the original ideas for this show back when the Wii U was crap in the bed. That was one of Bobby's original things. Was like, does the top need to go? Do they need to totally
fire sale?
Yeah. So. You're in good company, because I don't think you knew that, and so that was one of the most original topics around. So it's in the bank. It is in the bank, my friend. Okay. But I want to make sure we get to other people's topics as well. So I'm going to put a new post and make sure everybody gets a chance to contribute. So please do.
Well, I'll say, so my topic was, if we ran Nintendo, how would we unify or improve the official merchandise experience now? Because here in North America, it stinks. I think it stinks because I can't get anything. If I want something like an official license, Nintendo, I'm talking about clothing items like shirts, sweatshirts, things of that nature. I have to either A, go to New York and go to the actual physical store, which my wife did. My wife got me a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. There's no way to do that unless there's occasional, like they do competitions and with a certain website, or there's certain, like ThinkGeek has some there's certain stores that have officially licensed merchandise, but nothing that's coming from Nintendo itself. Now, for example, if I go to store.nintendo.co.uk, there's all this cool stuff that you could buy. T-shirts, there's a Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, tons of different stuff. And it's always like that. They can get stuff like from their physical store. They can get it all online. And I just think to myself, why doesn't Nintendo like money? Because if I have these iconic characters, like some of the best first-party characters around, or best original IP, I'm going to sell the crap out of it to you because you're going to want to buy it. Because I would want to buy it. That's how I know this is true. And I can't do that in North America because I would love this stuff,
Honestly,
and I don't understand why it's not a thing.
Okay, here's I'm shocked that nobody's doing this yet, and if we ran Nintendo, we would be the first ones. We're bloodthirsty mother effers, you know what I mean? So there's a couple things. You need to be able to buy, you're already logged into your account on your Switch. Like, this is a key thing that they made, they made purchasing software so much more easier on the Switch than they had on the 3DS or the Wii U. It's like, are you sure you want to buy? You sure? Certain? Final answer, and you always had to re-enter your credit card number and everything like that. They've made it like as easy as it is on Apple or your phone to just like go ahead and purchase it. Just click a couple buttons and you've spent your money. So that's good. They've made that jump on for software. I want that experience for clothes and merchandise on my Switch, like where I'm already in the ecosystem. So there could be a separate section of the store.
Would you earn more gold coins for clothing purchases?
And you would earn more coins by doing it on the Switch. I would think you'd want to have people just always on their Switch. Like, try to incentivize the channel by which they purchase it. I think would be super, super interesting. Now, here's one of the other things I think about is there's this weird thing that happens when you buy a thing. And, like, once you've opened your wallet, like I do this when I go to a factory outlet mall where I'm like, I go to a couple stores. I'm like, oh, you know, that looks like good. That's a good deal. But I think I'm just gonna save my money. I don't want to go crazy today. I'm at this like very tempting place. I don't want to go nuts. And then I buy like the first thing, and then like the dam crashes down and the water flows through and everything is nuts. Like I'm buying everything. I'm walking out of there with like 14 bags and stuff. So it's this weird consumer thing. This is a real thing where once you start spending, like spending begets spending. So I think what could happen is, let's say I just bought Mario Rabbids. And I'm like, I'm stoked about this game. Well, what if I bought like a shirt as well? And maybe I get like 15% after that. Like add it to your basket or something. It's this upselling sort of business. Yeah. So you get to physicalize like the digital purchase. You have your digital thing that is not going to sit on your shelf or anything, which people have an issue with. But maybe like right during that purchase, like you've already made up your mind you're spending money today. Why not spend it a little bit more?
Yeah, right. I mean, if I Google like Star Fox t-shirt, I shouldn't have to go to Redbubble. Okay. I mean,
yeah, man.
I mean, I want a cool Cornerian defense system, you know, and what better yet if I bought, it'd be cool if you bought like a physical item like tied into a game release, you get like a little, here's 5% back on your game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's never going to happen because Nintendo loves to charge you full price for everything at least once, maybe twice, probably 3 times. But it just blows my mind that this stuff isn't possible. I just wanted to buy it, and then you took it a whole other direction. It's like, here, let's make it better and make it more accessible, which I love.
I have to admit, like this is now getting a little bit into my day-to-day. So like I'm a marketing major, like this is like selling stuff is part of my DNA. So I think the other part is when you get your survey, you buy a game and they're like, here's an email for your survey. How do you like your game and everything? And that's all good. You answer the questions, you get to maybe impact how they do stuff later on, whatever. As a marketer, like I don't think surveys are all they're all cracked up to be. There's a special place for them, but they don't answer all of your questions. For me, the special place the surveys hold for consumers is the opportunity immediately afterwards. So you finish, it's like a stepping stone to get them to do what you really want them to do. And maybe that's to buy something. So you get them to answer the questions, and then right afterwards, like, thank you for answering this survey. Would you like to buy something now? And you have like all these, like maybe it's a mug or a cap or whatever related to the game that you were just talking about. So it's all very targeted stuff. And like, I feel like if you just present it, like for me, when I see something in a store, I'm like, I want that. That shirt looks sweet. I want to go buy it. But like to your point, I just don't know where that is.
Right here. I'm sending you a picture of a sweet shirt. Look at that glorious thing.
I can't see. I can't reduce your window because then I'll ruin the video. Let me go onto my laptop. We got a second screen experience here. Okay, hang on. Bobby's sending me pictures of him and Jules. Oh my God, it's like custom faded Star Fox. That's maybe a little too much. Like a full print.
Star Fox Zero.
Oh no. Yeah, if it wasn't bad enough. I definitely want to walk down the street representing that game. Can you please put a Wii U logo right across the back?
Yeah,
that would be really good.
I would put it in the YouTube chat, but they don't let you put anything that has like links or .coms or it's so funny. Mm-hmm. Why can't I have fun, YouTube? Why can't I have fun?
I don't know, man. So I want the option to buy it from my Switch. I want the option to buy while I'm doing other things. What else did you? Is there anything that you gleaned from the UK store that sort of like popped your interest?
Well, not so much because one of the larger Discord servers of mine is global. We have people from around the world, much like we have on the Make Us Better channel or server. But it's just like people talking about, I bought this from the Nintendo store. I was like, what? I can't. You can buy stuff from the Nintendo store? And I'm like, oh no, I can't. Oh, you're in the UK. It just makes me sad. No, anything, not just like clothing, but I mean, any of the little trinkets or any of that stuff that we see. Oh gosh, what is it? That like the little toy line, the little action figures, or what? The World of Nintendo? Isn't that
Nintendo World.
Any of that stuff, Sell me any of that stuff, because I'll buy it. Well, I probably won't because I'm cheap, but.
What about like exclusive access to stuff? I think that would be like people, especially Nintendo fans, love
make just part of the My Nintendo account.
I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily need it to be free. Like if we look at Club Nintendo and all those things that they had, the only way you could get them is by redeeming your points and whatnot. I would legit pay for a lot of the things that are in there. So bring back the Club Nintendo, make it sort of like maybe it's even a membership thing, where you have to pay to be part of it, and that would be kind of interesting.
I'm okay with that.
It's one of those like it's gonna. So what your brain just did, which I'm sure a lot of people who are listening are like, that would be awful. There's no way. Why would I want to? It would be like a Costco membership into Nintendo exclusive memorabilia, and it's like this. Your brain's doing this. The thought, your head is saying, no, that's the dumbest thing in the world. But your heart and maybe something else is going, no, that's what I want. That's for some reason my head's saying no, but like I'm paying for it. Why am I signing up for this right now? Be silly, man.
The Carolines out there would be like, yep, sign me up.
Come on, man. Like Nintendo, this is one of those things. Like, just hire me. Can I? Like, I'll lead the teams. Let's get this going. We can sell.
Hey,
way more
Redmond
stuff.
is one step closer to Vancouver Island.
That means that I can work there from Canada. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up specific reasons why I would want to stay in Canada.
I can think of a few.
Yeah.
But well, I think, for the sake of time, I think that we just let us buy stuff. Let us give you our money. And if we ran Nintendo, we would open up our hands and say, give us your money.
Oh, wait, I got one more. Wait, for the sake of time, one more thing. Nintendo question blocks, where you don't even know what's going to be inside. You have a subscription service, and you get exclusive crap, and it's Nintendo branded, and it's Nintendo quality. Maybe a special amiibo in there.
Nintendo branded junk boxes.
Holy crap, man! I didn't.
Get out of here.
I literally did no preparation for this topic, and I'm like, I feel like I'm feeling good about these answers.
Wait, you do preparation for the topic?
No, yeah, sometimes. Lots of times, yeah. I mean, especially one of these days, we're gonna have Justin Masson back on the show, and he's got his novel.
Then I'm really gonna feel like an arse.
Yeah, same here, especially because I took his spot. So,
yeah. I mean, well, it's water under the bridge, right? I mean,
I guess so. It's frozen water under the bridge here.
Yeah, that's right. So, we did have another topic from those Imagine patrons. Imagine patrons. Sean, what is our second topic?
Oh, I actually think that I still had Brenner Meyer's name in here. This is just topic 2. This is me. Sorry. This is topical. I apologize. It's my bad.
Patrons are still Imagine.
They are very Imagine. I love that we're just... dude, I'm owning this like a year later. Like, it's been a long time since...
You gotta run with it, man.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap. Run with
it. Speaking of the patron, we're 1 year in to make us better. So thank you guys very much. We're gonna get through E3. And we'll see what happens after this. We hope to do something very, very special. So topic 2.
I know something.
Yeah, that's a... It seems to be catching fire. It seems to be an idea that is crystallizing. So we'll leave it at that.
You guys thought the flaming Chibi Robo was amazing.
I forgot about that. That's so funny.
Did I. Donnie posted it today. I was like, I forgot about it.
Oh, God, that's so good. Topic 2, who knows where we're going to go with this? Because this is a weird place. We're recording on Monday. E3 for Nintendo is Tuesday. It will launch on podcast services around the world on Wednesday. So who knows how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be interesting to say, like, if we ran Nintendo... How can we win E3? What can we possibly announce? What can we unleash upon the fans to get them to go? This isn't even like predictions type of stuff because it's a little outside of that. This is if we ran Nintendo, we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. So
now, am I on a global scale winning, or like to me? How would Nintendo win E3 for me?
Let's start with you, and then let's see how that kind of let's start with Nintendo fan Jason.
Well, see, I'm a simple man because I already am going to get... Nintendo's already going to win E3 for me because I'm getting Smash. And
Fair.
Really anything else, it doesn't matter because that's all I care about. I know that sounds sad, but that's all I want to see. So anything else they do that's moderately successful or moderately interesting, I'm like, this is great. Because I'll be in this euphoric days of Smash Balls and those little power-up tomato thingies that give you health. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
They're so weird. But wait, I play Smash for real. Items are off. What am I talking about?
Oh, wow. That's a thing.
I'm going to see the game. So that's a big part of it. Not that I am, like, I think Bill Trennan, like, tweeted something out or posted somewhere that there's 4 new characters never before appearing in Smash. That's the rumor I've heard. There's 4 brand new characters to the Smash franchise that are going to be revealed. So I have no idea what that's are, but I think that's exciting. I think that's a big part of it. I think we need to, not that it resonates with me, but I think to the game, I really think they need to bring back the ice climbers, because I think if they aren't there, not only just because Justin Massen's soulful voice says it at the start of every episode, but I feel like a lot of people are going to be mad if the ice climbers are gone for good. I think they got to bring back the ice climbers, and then really whatever else they do with Smash, I don't think it really matters at this point. I think it's going to be a huge game no matter, it's going to make I love that they're doing the tournament. I love that they brought in who they are for that. Blah 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 Smash, blah 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 Smash, blah 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 Smash. Okay, I could go on for days. I think we really need to see. I don't think we need to see Metroid. I don't.
Well, I think we're going to. I think we're going to, though, and I think that. So here's the thing. No way. Well, I can't walk away from Smash just yet. Can't walk away from there just yet.
Jump in.
Here's my overall challenge, I think, with this topic, and not the topic, but winning E3s, because it's same with Sony, and we're about to find out right away here. We all think we know what we're about to get. So it actually, they've done a nice job of maybe lowering our expectations, both by themselves and with all the leaks. So we assume that the leak about Fortnite is correct, and all the other things that are attached to that. So there's a lot of surprises that should have happened that are no longer going to be surprises. That's just the way it is. So for them to win E3, I think a lot of winning E3, quote unquote winning E3, has to do with that. Holy crap, I never saw this coming. Very similar to this Star Fox, and we just saw Ubisoft.
And what Metroid Prime was last year, I think.
In a logo, so that's why I'm glad you jumped to that, because if we see gameplay and it's this is nothing we've ever seen on it. I don't want higher pixel count on Metroid Prime 3. I want I want even what is a new take? What's the next generation look of Metroid? I think this is a chance for them to really show us what the new hardware is capable of. I've always thought it was a little glowy, to be honest with you, a little soft. I feel like I could just kind of punch through every hard surface. It just everything just felt slippery, too glossy almost. But that soft kind of gloss. I want a new visual style for Metroid. So if they show me a dark, atmospheric kind of experience, then that could be a big wow moment for me.
I think I'm going to steal this from another podcast too, but I really want to see, I think a mix between third person and first person for Samus would be really cool. Having, not just the morph ball, third person, but have some of it or maybe you can toggle. Maybe I could switch. I could play the game in third person I wanted and go into first, but have some sort of cover mechanic, I think would be sweet too, because let's face it, Samus just goes into a room and just takes the hit. I mean, I know she's a badass, but I mean, I want to see her do a little more than that. But I think, if we see the game, I just, in my head, I picture it being so far off. So being able to see, especially what they've done with it or what direction it's going. I mean, let's face it. I totally trust the developer. If we thought what Platinum was going to give us in Star Fox was going to save it. And I think, well, that's a whole nother story, but Retro, I mean, I trust. So
yeah, well, they're going to give us a great Star Fox racing game. So that's step 2 on how to win E3 and maybe all jokes aside.
Sorry, I've totally confused myself. But I hope that's the thing too. I at first I thought that was nonsense, but now I'm I want it. I want to see it and I want to love it. I mean,
I think that could be a big, it could be this year's Rabbids moment where everybody's they hear about it and they don't want it, and then they see it and they go, holy crap, this is legit. And I think Retro has the skills to do that could get them to win. I mean, they're in such a great place right now that they almost, you're right, they just show a Smash and they're well, I'm stoked. I think Animal Crossing, if Animal Crossing shows up, that could push them over the edge. I
think that has to be the game that the other announcement or something, because it's been downplayed so much. It has been pushed away, and just so many people want it. And I think that's that moment where everyone's going to be either really mad that it wasn't there, or be really excited when it is.
Yep.
And I want Fire Emblem to be awesome too. I want to see some Fire Emblem.
Man, no kidding.
Because I've never played a legit Fire Emblem game, so this probably one on the Switch probably will be the first one when it comes out that I'll play. If I don't go, okay, you know what? I'll jump back now. I can get the 3DS games used super cheap. Or something.
So seriously, they also to win E3, don't announce a game is going to come out on February 22nd. Just put anything on February 21st for the love of God, or just nothing in February. would be really great. Let's talk about format a little bit as well, because I think I've been watching these conferences so far. Very different takes on how everybody is doing E3. Of course, we know Nintendo Direct is a thing.
Well, look at the difference though. Look what we saw from SquareSoft today, which was all just gameplay, just game announcements, trailers, some gameplay footage, but nothing. It was just cut, done. No interaction, no presentation at all. And look what we get different from the digital events, or in this case, the E3 Direct. I think Nintendo's really carved out a niche for how it does this, and I want to see some more. I wanted to see some of that wacky stuff though, if we've seen in years past. Like, we got the puppets. I still love the Mega 64 stuff with Reggie with his laser beam eyes and all that stuff, or
Robot Chicken.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. I'm confusing. Yeah, Mega 64 did the Fils-Aimé stuff. Robot Chicken did the other one. Man, look at. E3
I got you. We got each other. We got each other's back. But I want anime.
I'm just so flustered, Sean.
I want anime. I want the presentation to be, and that's the X factor for Nintendo, is like everybody else gets to get up on stage and they're going to be pretty locked in, even if they hit play on a series of trailers. Like, their style allows them to do something completely different, and not even just like. The theme of it can be totally strewn throughout, where it just is super interesting, and that could be a takeaway for people.
You have to really own what you do well. Like, I think Phil Spencer has an amazing stage presence. I could listen to him talk about just about anything. Nintendo does this digital stuff. Digital Devolver does this crazy weird stuff that makes people angry and grosses them out at the same time.
Dude, did they do 3 games or something? Like, there was almost no game. It was 17 minutes long. They did one game. Was it the first game they talked about? I think it was the first one. Was a Nintendo Switch exclusive and PC.
That Pedro,
my friend Pedro,
that looks insane.
That's the console they put it on. It's the most violent game I've ever seen. It's like side view Hotline Miami, and it's totally nuts. And then they throw it on Switch. I love this world that we live in right now, man. So maybe something like that would also help them win. It's just we're thinking cutesy, like Animal Crossing, and Smash is whatever. It's its own thing.
Yeah,
something ultra violent. Just
something right out of left field that we never saw coming. Maybe this new partnership with another company we've never seen before. I mean, because people joked about rumor about it. What would happen though if literally all of a sudden they were talking about they're doing the Smash reveal, and all of a sudden Phil Spencer pops up. He's like, and now Master Chief's gonna be or something weird, like this weird partnership that that doesn't make sense, but it does, and it's just.
Which would make it weird and hard to go, that made them win. Like, if Microsoft shows up on their stage, it's good for Nintendo for the get, but also good for Microsoft for because I do think there's a high likelihood we see Banjo or something in Smash that could get people really, really stoked.
And I know, and we've got Crash. He's gone multi-platform now here too. But I feel like Microsoft has been more apt to play nice, especially when we talk about cross-play with these games out here, with your Minecraft and your Rocket Leagues and even your Fortnite. PC, Xbox, Nintendo, they're all playing nice, and then PlayStation's a little more exclusive. And I think I think there's what they said it's based on. They have their users they have to look after, and they have to make sure that they have the best experience, and so. There's reasons here, but I feel like certain companies are more apt to play ball than others.
Is there anything hardware-wise, if they announced, that would make you kind of lose your mind? Like, for me, a new Pro controller with a headphone jack would make me lose my shit.
God, if we gave us voice chat all of a sudden somehow, I don't know how you could. Yeah, I think that's a huge thing, because hardware is tough because I get excited for it, but I know it's when it comes down to it, if I had to pick hardware or games, I'm gonna pick games, just because I don't want to have to spend my game money on hardware, especially when it's marginal.
Yeah.
But now's a good time. We're barely over a year of the Switch, but at least now I can see them. I don't know if we're going to get I definitely don't see anything new with the Switch itself. So maybe that's one thing how they could definitely blow me away, because I didn't see it coming. But maybe it's a new controller, maybe some Pro Joy-Cons we discussed, which something like that. GameCube Joy-Cons or something crazy like that, where it's this morph hybrid of an old controller that snaps onto the side of the thing. Oh my god! What if they sold you games on the Joy-Cons and you attach the Joy-Cons?
That'd be amazing. Oh, like a little arcade experience or something.
Like instead of like how we talked about the classics lines, the classic line was a pair of Joy-Cons. You snap them on and there's like 40 games somehow. Like they have flash memory inside the Joy-Con.
Man, I can't believe we totally like whiz by this whole thing. If they rickroll us and say, "Just kidding, Virtual Console is here and here's how it works." They win E3, and like the funny thing is, for Nintendo and for PlayStation, for people listening to this, it's in the past. It's funny how things that they should have done all along, that like we've been demanding and we've been chastising them for not having, if they announce them, we'll say that they won E3 or that they've won over crowds, even though like they just shouldn't have done it wrong in the first place. So with PlayStation, like if they say you can change your names, we'll be like, oh my god, they won, like finally they did. It's like everybody else is like, hello, we've been doing that this whole time. And so for Nintendo, if they gave us like voice chat in our controllers, yeah, exactly. So
for everyone, the controllers, but you know, I think now I what I see would be like the safe announcement to do is like some sort of bundle, like they'll probably some special SKU, like a bundled game specific maybe edition of the console. You know, you get like a game specific Joy-Con with the bundle of the game at a slight, like a $15 discount because it's Nintendo.
One last sort of area in my mind that you can sort of like that really get people excited, and I think about the Xbox conference where things that showed up on that stage that shouldn't have, things like when they announced that they bought Ninja Theory. It's like, holy crap, that's like right out of Sony's back pocket. Or the From Software game showed up there, even though it was first teased at PSX. Like these are where things show up where they shouldn't, is something that like makes them a bigger deal than the announcement itself. So when I think, dude, I totally, like I broke some people's ears and I'm very sorry about that because, oh man, that was crazy. But like things like what if Diablo shows up? Like things that we don't think should be on a Switch. What if like Hearthstone or really anything Blizzard?
And kind of forgotten. What if Blizzard all of a sudden out of nowhere is like, you know, we weren't talking about, but yeah, you know what? Tomorrow you're going to see
Overwatch.
We're gonna let you see Overwatch. Yeah, like because they said, well, you know, it's not. We're not focused on that right now. But what if this whole time they're like, yep, got it running. Yeah. Or I wish Blizzard itself had just a presence at E3, but I know that's another topic alone. Because I was just like today, I think when I was getting ready to do the show, I was like making peon voices because you know I'm on Flex Suppose and we make a lot of stupid voices all the time. So I was like, work's done. And I was like, man, I really want a new Warcraft game.
Yeah, man.
But what if something like some of that stuff like Diablo I really want to see happen. Like or you know,
mostly because I have it on Xbox. Nobody wants to play it with me.
I have it on PC. Same
and
thing.
We're all over the place. So the one thing, it's just this magical thing about Switch. It's like everybody's got a Switch. So when something comes on a Nintendo platform, everybody's like, okay, we all are on the same thing. We can all disagree about Xbox versus PlayStation. That's fine. But the one unifying thing is like what started it all to begin with is Nintendo. So, man, and that's why cross-platform is so important.
When in the North Korea and South Korean of the gaming world, Nintendo is the demilitarized zone.
That's right. Japan.
And that's the thing. It's like it's funny you bring that up because I feel the same way about stuff, and I think there are plenty of people that have a Switch that have other consoles, but there's a lot of people that only play Nintendo that you might associate with, or this is like they never played any of these games. So if it's first coming to the Switch, this is their first experience. So they're like, oh, I'm so excited to play it, and then you're like, I've played this before, but I can play it again now and see the game through someone else's eyes, and it gets you excited to, you know, revisit that old territory.
Well, they could also win by saying that there's a new Battle Royale mode in Breath of the Wild, as we discussed last week.
Hey.
It was one of the best topics in a while, dude.
What if they walked out and the first thing they said, Mother 3 is coming? How many
people? That would be huge. That would be huge.
How many people are just be like, what?
Because you know they're allowed one, like everybody seems like is allowed one logo shot. Like I think that we've all kind of, like we can't get as mad as we have been at this. Like this is an important part of it all. You get one. I think you get one. What if it's like the next Legend of Zelda game is in development? Like what if like it's we're using the engine. You guys know what we did with Majora's Mask. We're doing it again.
That's what I'm hearing people talk about. Yeah,
that's a winning moment. Like that truly is like Zelda has that power, or Mario. Mario's too soon, I feel, which is weird because they're what are they 7 months apart?
I think we're going to get DLC support yet for that game, so I think they're going to keep doing that thing with Odyssey. But yeah, I think with Zelda you could see that, and why would you be mad? Because it's like, do you want to wait like 10 years for the next Zelda game, or do you want to play more Zelda in like 3 years or 2? I don't know. Who knows how far along it is, but. Do you want another Zelda game on the Switch, or do you want it on 3DS? You're gonna get one or the other. You take your pick.
Yeah, good point. Well, I hope it's regardless, and people for listening to this, they know how it went. Anyways, I hope it's a super tight experience. I know that's a little longer. From what I'm hearing, it's a little longer than what we've had before. And I know Nintendo starts to like to go like deep dives into these games. Xenoblade is like, here's 20 minutes of menus. Like, I don't want that, but maybe there's a lot to talk about with Smash. So who knows?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's only 45 minutes. Well, yeah, usually a Direct's only like 25 to 30. There's a lot here. Plus, you got Treehouse. We got, Samus Returns got announced last year during Treehouse. So there's going to be something surprise revealed then. Make sure, please, go on social media when you guys listen to this and point out how ridiculous and silly my things I said were, so you can tell me how wrong I was, because I'll get a good laugh about it later.
Yeah. Leave a comment on the video, youtube.com/WeTheNerdy. You can go ahead and do that. Don't cry. This is just fun. It's all.
No,
it's all.
This is
fun.
the internet.
Oh, this is so serious, you guys.
And this is.
We really think that we run Nintendo.
Who do these guys think they are?
Exactly.
If Bobby was there, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, the guru would never allow this nonsense to happen. Also, shout out to like almost literally everybody that we know is actually at E3, and the rest of us are just like stuck at home. Yeah. Mega Dads and Nintendo Gurus with Jules. They're all sleeping.
We better see together. A Mega Dad's Guru little love triangle picture pop up. I want to see that happen.
Oh, shout out to the Mega Dads for the Backstreet Boys thing.
My God!
We're all seeing Backstreet Boys do that. Was amazing.
Leave it to Team PSVG though to derail that thing.
Oh, I know.
Oh God, that was fun though.
Good time. I can't wait to see that thing all pulled together.
Yeah. Good job, Adam. Well, Sean's got some PlayStation he's got to orchestrate. So that's how we would let Nintendo win E3. I think,
easy.
We can keep going on here. And let's face it, guys, it's E3. This show's going to be a little wonky. We're excited. It's like Christmas. I got that sparkle in my eye. I'm not thinking about expanding my family. I'm thinking about E3.
That's right.
It's a different kind of sparkle here. As always, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Thank you. If you like this video, hey, can we get that thumbs up on this video? We appreciate that. We did youtube.com/WeTheNerdy. Check that out. We always appreciate the downloads. Tell a friend. We love word of mouth. Check out all the other great shows. Make us better. We got an awesome Discord. Hey, what about a little shout out to the first international romance of Make Us Better?
Make Us Babies. Let's go.
It's Tammy and Nasty Boots. Congratulations.
I was so confused. I thought for sure Nasty Boots was married. Like I saw the first picture, I'm like, is he not married? Like they're like, I don't know what this like the lean in. I'm like, there's something to that lean in. I'm like that's kind of like a close lean in. I don't know. He had a little something in his eye. I'm like there's something happening. And then he's in a bathrobe.
Hey, he just wants to be comfortable. He just wants to be comfortable.
And that's how my brain works. I'm like, maybe this is a UK thing. Maybe there's just like you just.
Hey, all I know is there's the picture of them meeting up, then there's a picture of a beer, and then there's a bathrobe. So I'm just gonna say,
and a perfectly reasonable amount of time in between. Nobody's judging. Reasonable. I didn't think it was like too quick. That picture showed up afterwards.
So it looked like you guys had fun. That's all that matters.
Amazing. That's step one. That's step one towards the Make Us Better orgy meetup.
Thank you for letting us go along for the ride. That's
man, it was awesome.
That's how we say it. We live vicariously.
Love you guys.
For all of you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So as we said, you can follow the show. It is on Twitter at If We Ran Nintendo. You can follow Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. I am JWLAC. While you're there, subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, all the things. That's Anime Sean. And I also do some other podcasts, Catch Me on Live on Flexibles every Tuesday, and the Nintendo Shack on Thursday. Sean, you do like 15 podcasts.
Divided by 5. I do 3 podcasts. This one, We the Gamer Cast every Monday, and also the Xbox Drive Ball. And thank you to everybody who supports us over at patreon.com/makeusbetter. Remember, if you're $3 and above, you're in the show notes, and $10 and above, you're at the top of the show with all those gentlemen and golden patron platinum producers. So thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for doing that. And if you like this stuff, and if you haven't yet already, please consider dropping a couple bucks over there. It really helps us out, helps the community grow and do things that you don't even know about, but are going to be absolutely amazing.
New challenger approaching.
Ooh, boy. New challenger. Yep. Get it,
heard it there, folks.
It's happening.
All right. It's time to file the TPS reports. We'll be back next week for more if we're at Nintendo.
This credits brought to you by Turbo Jesse. YouTube Turbo Jesse. Bye.
Hey guys, one of the most hyped games for the Nintendo Switch is Metroid Prime 4. This is one of those games that nobody ever thought would happen until last year's E3 when Nintendo dropped a short teaser trailer for this game. And when they did, the internet exploded. People are going crazy. People are even saying this like 30-second teaser trailer was the highlight of the whole event last year. As amazing as it was that they dropped this trailer, we didn't really learn anything about this game except for it was in development. I mean, how much can you really learn about a game from just a short logo? The answer is not a lot. In this video, I'm going to break down my 5 hopes and dreams and predictions for Metroid Prime 4. There's not much more to say than welcome, sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and here we go! There is nothing more satisfying when playing a game than gaining some sort of points, credits, energy, and then cashing that stuff into some sort of a skill tree to increase your character's power or skills. Adding some mild RPG elements to Metroid Prime would really modernize it to make it more of a 2018 type of game. It would add a lot to the gameplay loop that could give this game a lot more depth. But the devs need to be very careful while trying to balance these RPG elements and make it just right. Gaining items and guns is such a big part of Metroid games, and adding RPG elements shouldn't affect that at all, so it'll definitely be tricky to add mild RPG elements into a Metroid game, but if they could succeed, it could make the game even better. One huge part to the Metroid lore that really hasn't been touched on at all is Samus is a bounty hunter. So how about in this game, there are side missions where Samus takes on bounties and has to actually hunt down fugitives. There could be a ton of different fugitive types that you need to catch with different type of difficulty levels, and each difficulty could have a different type of reward. This could be so much fun trying to fly all over these galaxies and worlds and trying to battle these characters and capture them and then try to trade them in for their bounty. I guess the bounty could be credits that you can use to add to your RPG skill tree, and then it comes all full circle. That could be a real fun gameplay loop. You know, you go on bounty,